thousands of people still without power days after those storms last week. That means no air conditioning in the middle of this heat wave. Plus, you know it's important to stay hydrated. But what if drinking water is not your thing? Yeah, there are folks who don't like drinking water. What are some alternatives? A registered dietitian is here.
Fruit. I used to be obsessed with putting fruit in my water. Oh, Lord.
We're hitting up a pool.
Cowabunga.
You're invited.
Where you party at?
Uh-oh. The party's where you're at.
It's going to be a long day.
Oh, don't say that.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be a hot day. That's what it's going to be.
How hot?
101.
Oh, Lord. Sweet mom.
The only 101 I want to deal with, Sue, is 101 Dalmatians. Anything else? No. No, thank you.
We'll give them all plenty of water on a day like
We have a
today.
vet segment.
Very short walks outside, let them do their business, bring them back into the air conditioning because they will be feeling the heat. Well, they've got fur coats on, those pets of yours. All right, here's the hazy sunshine over Old City. What's the temperature right now in Philadelphia? 87 degrees. 7 in the morning, and it's already 87 degrees. In the burbs, where it's a little bit cooler, we have upper 70s and low 80s. But of course, the feels-like temperature, the heat index, is really how it feels outside. And it feels like 93 degrees right now in Philadelphia. It feels like 90 in Wrightstown, and 91 is the heat index in Dover, Delaware. So that's where we are right now. So that's why we have an extreme heat warning again for today. It includes more counties than it did yesterday. And it will be continuing through tomorrow with a index between 100 and 110 at the peak of the day.
This is normal
so what's the number? Well, a 6 out of 10. Hopefully you're coping and will continue to do so today. But
that's why
he is, of course, poolside with his water bottle and the sunscreen if you're going to be in the pool all day.
Being inside, air conditioning,
99 degrees yesterday.
And I found it fascinating that people actually spend time inside here. So now
we're
experiencing what it's like.
Today. The record is 99 for today. We were predicting
Thank you.
more heat, more humidity. Hopefully somebody can find a pool for you, Bob Kelly, somewhere.
Carmela and Sal, they responded. They got us. Carm's going to have the cannolis. Sal's got his garden, and we got the pool with the floats. We are ready to go. Coming up live from the Sparrow later on this morning. Fox 29 pool party. Here's a lot of
Who's this?
Walt Whitman, looking good. Not bad at all. They got some construction there. So let's go to the Bluebird because he had a tractor trailer accident. This is on the southbound side of 476. So we come off of the turnpike trying to head south on the Bluebird.
So that's from a picture they took on the internet at AI. Sure. I did this very thing last week. There was a story about a guy who was taking pictures of his father who's dying.
All traffic is forced to go through the easy
We talked about it. You were sitting there next time.
If you don't have easy pass,
To make an AI.
of your license plate, you'll get a
So that
bill
he's
mail.
moving
You know how
around.
that deal works. But again,
And
Toll
talking.
Plaza is closed southbound on the Blue coming out of Mid-County. And in addition
talked
to
to his
that,
son.
another crash, not that far,
Karen
west
was there.
on the turnpike just past Mid-County. So double trouble there on the turnpike. A loud look here at the Schuylkill. Slow go from pretty much Belmont Avenue in through Center Street. Mike and Alex, back over to you.
Maybe I'll get my round ball and head over to the basketball courts, even though it's hot. Well, I'll try to avoid this.
If you don't use a round ball, what other kind of ball are you using?
It's a common phrase in basketball.
Oh, okay.
Let's see how Hank's doing over on Kelly Drive, at least close to the water.
Locked up over here at the waterworks, guys. Take it right over here, guys. This is where you kind of want to be, except for the
That's your Starbucks cups?
in here, guys.
Joe says Starbucks cups are cheaper quality. They want you to invest in their reusable cups, but you can purchase in store. Allegedly, it's better for the environment. That's what Joe said.
It's a very good answer.
I think that's probably true. They want you to pay money to. Oh, shoot.
definitely only things that's necessary. If it's not necessary, it's not getting done. Workouts early when it's cool, or late when it cools down.
Candy, you leaving already?
Yeah, I'm leaving now.
Could we do something before you leave? Which we should have been doing this whole time, and I just keep forgetting to mention it.
Yes.
The viewers need to get to
Yeah.
know
No, it's
you and your relationship with Bob Kelly, and we haven't done it for the hour. Is Bob still here?
He's still here. Yeah, he has a 7:30 hit. He's still here though.
Oh. But you're leaving.
I like to stay.
You gotta stay hydrated, stay out of the heat. We tell you every single time when the heat gets
Come over here. Let's do it now. If you want to leave now.
in the city, but not this one. The fountain, but these
Do you have pictures of your parents?
I think Adriana does, but I don't know if they like have them ready to go.
Who's Adriana?
Adriana, I don't know who has the pictures. I did send them to her.
Who's Adriana?
You mean Ariana?
Oh, Ariana.
Oh.
Okay, I'm like,
Ariana. Did I say Adriana? Sorry. Ariana.
Get out of it. My God.
Get out of it. Oh, man, I want to be in that fountain. But they say, please don't get in the fountains.
but people still do it.
I know. 7:06.
I know as much as we're complaining about the heat and stay inside, there's some people who don't have power still. People in Montgomery County and Delaware County. So imagine what they're going through.
Greg, remind me again, are you still on the same street? Okay. Yeah, whatever you do, don't move.
So, you know, the situation that's happening over here is there's a mix in regards to.
In fact,
there's some folks that have
even the
power,
same
others
trailer.
that don't, and
Great.
you can figure
Who
out
cares?
they don't have power. You can hear
I'm
these
gonna-
Now you hear how he is in between stories.
Where's your beach ball?
My beach ball.
And could you send a picture of your family in the pool to Dom?
And their generator is to help them be able
This ain't
to have
funny until we get to know you.
But they're currently even on. This is the home that's
Getting to know you.
And she was talking about the fact that she's been dealing with the impacts of not having power since Thursday. This is what she had to say. Check it out.
Oh, I thought something happened to him or something.
Where is he right now? He's in a really great spot.
He was in Cannes for a while.
That's what it was.
Everybody's in Cannes. It's on my bucket list. When I was younger, I used to say that if I ever got, well, at the time it was when, but now it's if I ever got married, I would honeymoon south of France.
Was that right?
Yeah, because it sounds like the most rich thing to say. Knowing I've never been close.
I do know behind us, they don't have power either.
There's more than one media outlet interviewing this woman.
Anyone this way.
Jeez.
Kind of strange.
I'm surprised nobody's out and about.
It's pretty strange.
I mean,
To be in
maybe they
Freetown,
left their
there's
homes. They're in
people right
hotels.
across the street. You have power, and then your neighbors don't have power. But at the end of the day, checking the Pico site, live right now, it says there are 277 active outages, and the vast majority of those are actually outages from the storm. So you want to make sure that you're continuing to check Pico.
Don, let me know when you have pictures of Candy's family.
In regards to this neighborhood, Taj was mentioning the fact that they've been hearing over
What?
and over that it always
I didn't hear it.
going to
What'd
be
you say?
back at this time. It's going to be back at this time. Well,
Okay.
the last update that we saw for this neighborhood here in Roslyn is they're expected to receive their power back on by 3 p.m. today. So we are hoping that that is the case.
I got the sense that nobody's in that house behind you because everything is locked. I mean, shut. If they don't have air conditioning, there's nobody in there. Now the house to the right.
Oh, okay.
Really? Open the
Well, it's still-
window. Yeah,
Because, I mean, it's still early for some. Maybe they're still waking up and getting
that's
ready.
true. It's only 9 minutes past 7.
You want to keep the curtains closed? Sun don't come in?
Yeah,
That's true.
nobody out walking the streets.
Would
If
you be
you're-
walking the streets in this heat?
Well, if I was going to get my steps in, I'm doing it now.
See, there's some people who wake up early just to get them in, and there's people like me who's like, we'll just work out once this heat wave's passed. We'll wait it out. That's more my thing.
And there's people like me who just lay on the couch all day yesterday, just laying in my own filth.
Well, you could shower. At least you'd just be laying instead of laying in the filth.
That's
you know?
true. It's
But there was a discussion. Sorry, really quickly. There was a discussion about this is like that time where you have to take like multiple showers a day just to feel like clean and that you're not stinking things up. It's one of those kind of times.
Yesterday I was so lazy I couldn't even get in the shower. Pathetic.
So you're saying you haven't showered?
I showered this morning.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the trial started yesterday.
And now testimony continues. This is the trial against Miles Pfeffer, the 20-year-old accused of shooting and killing Temple Police Sergeant Christopher Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald's family sat in the courtroom emotional but determined to see justice served. Prosecutors say Fitzgerald was shot 6 times during a foot pursuit in North Philadelphia, and it was all recorded on camera back in 2023. The defense claims that Pfeffer acted out of fear, not with premeditation.
No.
Just in such a way. Our son didn't deserve this. He was the son of the city. He served in an honorable manner here, and we're just hoping that we get the justice that we deserve.
His dad, police officer himself.
The case is expected to include testimony from Pfeffer's younger brother and a carjacking victim.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this. It's changing by the minute. President Trump says both Israel and Iran now have violated, just hours after this ceasefire seemed to go into effect.
But Doug, you're giving us the latest because Iran is saying, no, we haven't violated. Israel's saying they have. So what do we believe?
Yeah, that's the latest thing just came across, I don't know, 5 minutes ago that Trump says. They both violated it last night.
Yeah, but what I said was still true.
Yeah.
Apparently takes hold, maybe not. There have been some last-minute missile strikes in Israel before the ceasefire was supposed to come into effect. But now new missiles are reported to be aimed at northern Israel, making a clear violation.
This is the kind of messy period that generally happens around a ceasefire, where a side person is typically on the losing side is going to try to get a little bit more.
Is it just a last?
They're running out of this.
Yes, I don't know that Trump's early warning directly on Truth Social. The ceasefire is now in effect. Please do not violate. That follows a surprise announcement yesterday that the Trump administration had brokered a deal.
That's always been his goal. I actually think when we look back, we will say the 12-day war was an important reset moment for the entire region.
The deal has come together so quickly that some weren't sure to believe it.
Is this ceasefire real?
Well, I have no idea. I know that Donald Trump doesn't tell the truth a lot, so we can't rely on Donald Trump's statements.
But both Israel and Iran would later confirm that there was, in fact, an agreement. That followed the intense U.S. bomb attacks on an Iranian nuclear facility. While there's little doubt that it was a massive setback to Iran's nuclear ambitions, there are concerns that Iran's stash of enriched uranium remains unaccounted for.
They have the technical know-how. They can assemble a cascade of centrifuges in a basement somewhere. They have the uranium, so if they're still hell-bent on acquiring a weapon, that's something that we obviously have to impede.
All right, now all of this uncertainty may complicate President Trump's trip today to the Netherlands for a NATO summit. As he left, he indicated that he is trying to work with both sides to salvage this deal.
Let's hope so. All right, Doug, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. 7:13 back here in the Philly area.
You might see some planes flying unusually low in our area this week, but there's no cause for alarm.
The flights are part of a NASA research program that helps train the next generation of scientists. That's what the plane looks like. NASA is conducting low-altitude flights around the area through Thursday. So student researchers will collect air samples as pilots fly low to the ground. Pilots are also executing vertical spins of 1,000 feet. I don't even know what that means. A vertical spin in that thing? Now let's figure out what that means. But anyway, I don't know. Is this the best time to be flying planes low? I guess they had a plan, so they're going to do it. So watch for that.
Keeping to the skies, the largest digital camera ever built is showing off some of its first shots of the universe. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory is located on a mountaintop in a remote area of Chile.
Chile.
The observatory's first images captured nebulas thousands of light years from Earth.
Wow.
Galaxies known as the Virgo cluster were also captured, including 2 bright blue spirals. The observatory hopes to shoot photos of 20 billion galaxies and get new insight about space.
I was reading something about this. The pixel quality is unbelievable. It's like 3 million pixels per frame. I mean, extremely clear. Yeah.
I didn't even know you could have 3 million pixels.
No, I didn't either. It's the biggest camera ever.
Nah, well,
biggest
that makes
digital
sense.
camera. And what did you call those? Virgo clusters?
Yeah.
Takes me back to college.
Goodness.
Here's Sue.
Hey, we can officially call it record-breaking heat now because we broke a lot of temperature records yesterday with 99
Right
degrees
now.
in Philadelphia and 99 degrees in Reading. The 99
Does
in
Dom
Reading
have the picture yet?
The 98 in Atlantic City.
He never got the
and
pictures.
97 in Trenton.
So where do you suppose
But
they
a
are?
couple of the records
Where am I
that were broken,
supposed to go?
quite a few.
What?
What'd you say?
happened yesterday.
Where are the
Today
pictures
looks
that
like
were
the
sent
first
to Dom?
I don't know. I gave him to
Since
Ariana,
July
and that was it. I don't know what
Oh,
else to do with them.
well, then where did you...
Oh, I sent them to her. I emailed her. She just didn't send them to her.
Can you send at least one of those pictures to Dom?
I
I thought you'd already done that.
No.
The actual temperatures are going to be so very
It's
high
communication
in
business.
the triple digits at that peak time between 2 and 5 p.m. They probably feel like about 105 or 106 degrees today. When is the next chance of rain? Well, there's a chance tomorrow,
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When you've got heat, you've got humidity, you have a chance of thunderstorms. Not today necessarily, but tomorrow and Thursday, late day thunderstorms. Hopefully nothing too severe like we had last Thursday after we got to that 93 degrees. We got to 91 on Saturday, but no 90s on Sunday. So we started the heat wave yesterday. We'll undoubtedly get above 90 today and tomorrow. 101 today, 85 by the time you get to Thursday. And you see there's a chance every day of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, but not everybody will get one. The important thing is we're out of the triple digits by tomorrow and out of the 90s for the rest of the week.
Hope you got popsicles at the store there.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
never-
tongue to turn blue.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Come on, twin pops for everybody. 717.
So,
Good
now
morning,
do you have
everybody. We
them?
got this accident on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Tractor trailer smacked into the toll plaza here at Meade County. So
You got 'em?
everyone that's coming off of the turnpike heading south on the Blue Route, forced to go through the Easy Pass Express lanes, as you see here. Tractor trailers right here in the center
Yeah.
lane. It's tough to see because of the way the sun's lined up. But it's definitely a tractor trailer, and they're getting rid of these toll plazas, all part of that open road tolling, but nonetheless, the tractor trailer still trying to get through there. So extra delays on the turnpike. In addition to that, there's also a separate accident westbound, all by itself, on the main line to begin with, right near the Mid-County toll plaza. So double trouble there on the Pennsylvania Turnpike this morning. SEPTA running delays on a
Believe it.
bunch
Well,
of the
the president
regional rail
used
lines
that
this
word.
morning,
Well,
probably just
Dick Nixon did.
heat related. Schuylkill running slow eastbound at Montgomery. 95 slow going through the construction zone. World Cup lineup, here it is tonight.
Tonight.
9 o'clock, Thursday 9 o'clock games, and then Saturday a noon game. Philly International, 12 delays so far this morning, and the Chestnut Hill East line service suspended or using extra trains on that Chestnut Hill.
Question.
Yes, Mike?
Yes, thank you, Bob Kelly.
Yes.
And now, what's the plan with Candy, who is one of our floor directors? Go ahead, jump in there.
Come on, Ken.
No.
Okay, so we got a pool party. Remember last week, I asked for folks to, let me know who had a pool.
Right.
So her parents, Sal and Carmela, invited me to their house. They got a pool, building pool.
Is this in Jersey?
Glassboro, New Jersey, all right? I'm gonna try to find a video here. Here, stay right there for a second, all right? It's over in Glassboro. Now, Carmela has what? Cannolis. Sal's got a vegetable garden, right? So we're gonna be out there. I got pool floats. Is this them here?
That's them. There's
Oh!
Sal over there, Carmela, and then there's little Sal and my daughter Nina.
Wow. All right, so we're going to their house. They're ready to go. They're gonna have some pool floats. We're gonna talk about pool safety,
Okay.
and we have some fun.
What time are you going to be over there?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, okay. Oh, you got to leave now then.
Candy, are you sure your parents are ready to handle Bob Kelly and his shenanigans?
They're ready.
Okay.
We're ready to go.
Car's
better
my
watch
buddy. I can't wait
Nice
to meet
family.
Carr.
Yes.
Okay, so the Flyers got their guy.
they've been already making moves ahead of the draft because the draft didn't start till Friday, but we got it done.
Yeah, they announced they've acquired highly skilled center. We need a center. Trevor Zegras from the Ducks, the Mighty Ducks. I think they just go by the Anaheim Ducks now. In exchange for the Flyers sent Ryan Poling and 2 draft picks to Anaheim. So Trevor is coming off a good season with 32 points in 57 games. General Manager Janet Briere spoke about the move. Looks like a 12-year-old boy.
They know, going in the corner, that lane gets on the line. Who's tough? Who has a second, third, fourth temper? Who's the only to play against?
So the Flyers, they still have 3 second-round picks, and then 3 first-rounders? Wow. I thought that started tonight. Oh, it's Friday? Mm-hmm. Earlier today, I said it was tonight. I apologize.
And the day just started, so how early
I know, I'm
it?
making mistakes left and right.
We're human.
Sure.
The Phillies are back on the field tonight after a day off yesterday.
All right.
The team is in Houston for a 3-game series against the Astros. Ranger Suarez is on the mound tonight, hoping to add to his 6-1 record.
Mm-hmm.
The Astros currently have a 45-33 overall record.
They're pretty good.
With the Phillies sitting at 47-31.
Mm-hmm.
First pitch is set for 8:10 p.m.
That's 8:10 our time. Mm-hmm. Time is running out to cast your votes for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. I'm telling you, the Phillies are lagging way behind. I don't know what it is. Why we're not have a bigger vote count. Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, JT, Kyle, and Alec are all still in the running. The top 2 vote getters are at every position, and then the top 6 outfielders advance to phase 2 of the voting. Right now, Trey, Bryce, Kyle, and Alec are in 4th place. Ay. We got to get to voting, people. JT is in 3rd. You can vote up to 5 times every day. It's going to take that at mlb.com/vote. And you can do this through noon Thursday. But they're so far behind, I don't know if we can catch up. But I shouldn't say that. Let's give it a shot. Let's try to get at least one of our players in the All-Star game. Come on!
Let's get it done.
It's 7:22.
Jen is in the Poconos.
No way. Hi.
All right, this is Camel Beach, people. It is going to be 100 degrees in Philadelphia.
100 degrees. What's it going to be in the Poconos?
Beautiful. I'm here.
Lower 90s.
Okay. Well, still hot.
I'll tell you about everything.
Not quite as humid, but still lower 90s.
Yeah.
It's the place to be.
Joe says,
220.
with the world today, everything is fine with the world today because we have you guys to start our morning with. Oh, what pressure. But thank you. Kelly says the chat is quiet today. It is. And I'm not complaining. Danny says it's hot as stuff out.
It is.
Mick says it's hot with them fans. I got my boots in the closet.
Come on.
Not on the ground, they in the closet. Just focus on fans. I get that. Where them fans at? Give me one time. Where them fans at? Whoa, about the on the ground.
When we have a chance, the 815 table this year just has a lot of ingredients. I'm really just using snares, but I'm just trying to get their clients.
They have one of the most sweet critics and settlements of the offer because they will 7 days a week because they care about their clients' needs and because they have 5 doctor lawyers, the most of any firm in the country. Philadelphia Fire says they're one of the country's leading personal injury firms. Klein Inspector of Philadelphia, by Philadelphia, for the people.
They're postponing some of the Wow Welcome America events because it's so hot.
Too hot. Don't want people passing
Vet
out.
Fest has been postponed.
Vet Fest?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
I guess a fest for veterans.
There you go. Maybe it's veterinarian.
You're welcome.
10 days from now.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and.
If I say Big Dom, who do you think of?
Oh, Big Dom DeSandra.
That's exactly the Dom I'm talking about. Big Dom and Pete Davidson are teaming up for a limited edition sock collaboration. The Eagles head of security and Pete debuted the collection yesterday. It's with Pete Davidson's brand. He has a brand named Double Soul. The Big Dom collection features nods to his Italian heritage. A pair of socks will cost you $13. That's an interesting partnership, isn't it?
It is. Isn't he more than head of security? I thought he's like a coach now or something, so he can be on the field.
Oh, did they?
Right? Didn't they give him a different?
Like a slash coach, so he can be on.
We
the
have
field.
our own Dom in the control room. Dom, do you know what is a senior advisor to general manager and director of game day coaching operations?
Okay.
And also chief security officer.
So if we got these two guys together, the Dom in the control room and Dom with the Eagles, would be Dom.
Yes, we
And
have
then-
Big Dom and then Little Dom. Or our
And if you
Dom.
find a couple more Dom, they Dom. Right?
Yeah, that's true. What'd you say, Dom? Oh, he's fun size.
Fun size Dom.
Fun
And
size.
then there's Big Dom.
Well, everybody's probably fun size compared to Big Dom.
That's for sure. He dwarfs me, I'll tell you that. You know what? As hot as it is, we got to make sure we take care of the pets. So we have a veterinarian. A veterinarian is here with some tips on how to keep your four-legged friend safe in the heat. How about we just shave the dog? No, that's probably not a good idea.
No. That's a big dog.
What is a veterinary?
You know, his real name is Domenico.
I'm staying inside as long as I can.
It's hot.
We have one dog. We could have that dog in here.
It's big, though. Here I come.
It's this guy with Penn. That's one of the best veterinary schools in America. Oh, Gerard Vet Clinic.
Good ring to you, SGA?
It's everything I imagined it to be.
It's so
The
high.
opportunity has been amazing, and I'm happy and I'm blessed.
And he was fried on a good day. Good morning, America.
It's everything I imagined it to be. The opportunity has been amazing, and I'm happy and I'm blessed to be a part of it.
Okay, have you been to sleep, Jay? Have you been, because you're a little sleepy. Did you get any rest since last night?
I got some rest, not as much as I'd like, but hey, you only live once.
That's right, and you are living your best life right now. Jay Gilgis Alec.
Oh, we don't feel bad for them. You just won a championship.
45.
You good.
He's
My
fine.
life's so hard. I've been partying too much.
Yeah, he hadn't been to bed.
30 seconds.
Probably up all night crying about his girlfriend.
All right.
What happened to his girlfriend?
No. He got very emotional when he speaks of her.
Oh, yes. Well, he's grateful. Listen, more men should be emotional.
Oh, yeah.
We're back in 8, 7.
What time are the cheerleaders?
5, 2.
9:45.
I was gonna say, well, they're just cheerleaders. We're really good cheerleaders.
Yes, you are.
We just had a good. They all do crazy things in order to be here. I have great jobs for the MTCC.
Having each other, it really makes it breaks it.
Well, a lot of people are watching this show on Netflix. America's Sweethearts, back with season 2 of the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, a docuseries streaming on Netflix. What it takes to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Man, it is brutal. So we're going to speak to 2 of the cheerleaders, 2 of the most popular. Certainly Reese Weaver from last season was probably the most popular character. And then this year, Jada McLean. Or it could be McLean.
Is that Thunderstruck we're playing lately?
Yeah,
Okay.
Thunderstruck.
We got to do the part. Because, of course, if you watch the series, you know that's the big...
AC/DC? Anyway, Reese is going to be on our show, and so is Jada. By the way, Jada's brothers are Eagles fans. So we got to talk to her about that.
Yeah, but that's quite an interesting family dynamic.
All right, get your dog around the TV. We have a segment for your dog next. Well, first, her Sue.
Yeah, the heat is brutal for man and beast.
It doesn't sound like the part on
We
the
all have to take care of ourselves. Of course, you take care of yourself, so you can take care of
What?
and others who need you. So
Oh,
let's go to
loaded.
Rehoboth Beach and see the refreshing Atlantic Ocean, glistening in the sunshine. That is the place to be, one of many preferred places to be.
So
But
down.
if you're in the
Yes.
city, right now it's 87 degrees.
Down.
That's the warmest temperature we have on this map.